regular NHL game in the month of November. It is an Islanders-Ranger game at the Nassau Coliseum. You know all about the streaks, how the Rangers haven't won here in 14, yet this season have a 14-game undefeated streak going, so enough about that. Let's get to a couple of the key guys today. Ace Tikkanen, who came over from the Edmonton Oilers in the trade last March 17th, has provided 25 points and 3 game-winning goals in this tough in that Ranger lineup. Today, he'll face Ron Hextall in the Islander goal. Hextall played all 4 road games in which the Islanders went undefeated, gave up only 8 goals against, facing 136 shots. This, by the way, is the first of 5 meetings this season between the Islanders and the Rangers. 3 of those games to be played in this building, the first of which gets underway in about a half hour's time. There's a pool going on out in the press room among the writers and journalists here today as to game when Richter gets the hook and Keenan goes in. Well, that's on Mike Keenan's way of doing things, but you never know. Point number 3 in Ed's matchup, key things to watch for today.
Why's he giving that up so easy?
No matchup at all.
Get that out of here.
Jason, the reason for that is it's not that one team is so much better than the other, one's going to win, and so on. It's no match because Al Arbour's not going to match the line. I think when you look at the Rangers, they've got 3 very solid lines. The Islanders, they feel that there are at least 2, maybe a partial one, but I don't think that Al Arbor is going to be concerned with about getting, say, Travis Green as we would think of against Mark Messier. Just maybe one of the other areas would be the fact that the Rangers this season haven't had a major injury problem.
Who's the penalty
on? Of the season, the Islanders have nursed some things through, and now, of course, are without Sladloy's help for the rest of the year. So there's a major difference there because the Rangers get to scratch. The Islanders are saying, anybody able to play? Anybody able to go today? No, it's exactly right. They go around on the bicycles in the rooms there where they're working out. See, how do you feel? Can you make it tonight? But I think in fairness, the Islanders player like you in this kind of a hockey game.
Brian Leach from the blue.
Been a factor. That'll do it for the pregame show. Coming up, the New York Islanders and the New York Rangers. The question of the day: what happens when 2 streaks collide? For the last month, the New York Rangers have been the hottest team in the NHL, going 14 straight without a loss.
Now what?
14 is a significant number for the Rangers in another way as they head into today's game with the New York Islanders at the Nassau Coliseum, where they have not won in 14 straight. After struggling through much of the early season, the Islanders have finally found a way to start a positive streak of their own.
Come on.
On their recent 4-game road trip, the Islanders were almost perfect, winning 3 and tying 1. As they come home to the Nassau Coliseum today, looking to extend the streak and knock off their arch rivals. It's the Rangers and the Islanders in their first meeting of the season. Up next on Sports Channel.
Here we go. Come on, baby. Oh my God! How do you miss that? Don't be dumping it in. Dang!
Welcome to our coverage of the 7th game of the Stanley Cup Final. Well, it just seems that way, folks, because of all the hype that's been going around when the Islanders and the Rangers get together. Today, actually, is
Oh my God!
between these 2 teams, and it will take place at the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum. The overall record between the 2 teams favors the Rangers. I think everybody knows about the streak, the hot spot in the schedule, but the Rangers are
time.
Some of the people
don't be offsides.
Tell you, well, wait a little bit. Next week, even a tougher part of the schedule. We'll see if the streak can get out of here alive. Jake,
go near that.
You throw out the records, all of the paperwork, because when the Rangers and the Islanders play, you just can't nail it down. You can't say that this is going to happen or this is going to happen. The only thing you can say is that the Islanders hold a strangle on this particular ice surface right now, but all the rest of it doesn't matter. Well, here's where the streak ends. That's our point with the stories dealing with the New York Rangers. Number 1, of course, one of the streaks will end today, barring a tie. I realize the game could end in a tie, but the Rangers 14 without a tie here, and on the season 14 without a loss. Something's got to give today, barring a tie. The Richter scale. This building will be rocking. Will it do anything to the crowd?
Floor check.
Well, how about Richter? 10-0-2 in his recent outings. And the Rangers up went down, and we're talking about their penalty killing unit when they're 4-on-5 or 3 against the other
Darn
team's
it.
4. They've scored
back.
a high 11 shorthanded goals.
back.
A season ago, they had 12 all year long. And the most by any team last year was 21 by Quebec, so they're in great shape there. They are, Jiggs, and you know that does take away from the team's power play. In this case of the Islanders, they're operating in third place and doing a wonderful job on the power play. They can't let that go. What's going to dictate that, of course, is the number of penalties that are handed out on the Rangers. And that'll be an interesting aspect to watch today as well. Replacement officials working this game between the Islanders and the Rangers. The Islanders are on their way from the dressing room. It's like Stanley Cup fever around here this afternoon. And the spotlight is in place.
Get up!
And the crowd is standing to applaud the team as it's returned from that 4-game road trip. But this is where it begins. Their story has to happen here. Home improvement. In 8 home games, 2 wins, and a tie.
Wow.
They were only a game over 500 on home ice last year. So it's a fixer-upper because 8 of their next 9 games are at home, and 4 of them against teams with less than 500 records. The Rangers aren't in that category, are they? And how do they go about plugging the holes since we're doing this whole home improvement thing? Loyzel, as you know, lost the season, blew out a knee the other night. Brent Reeve is up from the Salt Lake Eagles, and he will play in this hockey game. David Bollock has returned from Europe after his father's funeral. He will not play. KRUNK, Darnell McBean, all out of the lineup as well. Well, a lot of us have learned being around Long Island, Jigs. You go to see Ken Langone at Home Depot, and that's where you get all of the stuff for home improvement and plugging the holes, because he knows how to get it done. As people will do it. The Islanders have to establish themselves on their home rink. You'll be ready for the opening face-off. First of 5 between the Islanders and the Rangers. 3 of them in this building. The puck will drop in just a moment.
There we go. Oh my God, he went down so easy.
7-year-old.
That's offsides.
Renewed confidence from last year. 10-4-2 with a 2.64 goals against the strong numbers for this season for the New York Islanders and for Meineke. Wins, 12 losses and 2 ties when facing the Flyer uniform and a Quebec Nordic uniform. Today's game to be refereed by Tom Monahan. Mark Kadori and Scott Adams will work the lines. Monahan, born in Camden, New York. Kadori from Newport, New York. Born there anyway. And the other official, Scott Adams, born in Philadelphia. The replacement official, hit to work. One of the great rivalries of the NHL.
Get away! Jesus.
One of these games. We'll see how they work today. On the front. This is Brian Lee handling the puck for the Rangers.
Not looking good.
Steve Thomas, who was not on a quick change for the Islanders, reached the left side to Dennis Sunsky. To the play.
Hammer time. Offsides.
Both takes the man. The puck goes to Molotov. The shot will block. Husky will pick it up in center ice. Husky draws a hit from Messier. Then Hug is cut by Gray. Molotov at the line. Shoots. Save. Turns on with the rebound. Can't bang it in from a deep angle.
No
Husky steps with a puck.
Look how slack this shit is.
Most of the Ranger blue line. Buttons flying all over the place. The boys are coming.
That's Mark Messier, bro. That's not some. That's like Michael Jordan. I know that. He's an all-star. This is like an all-star team. Oh, damn. That was a nice shot. Cleared it out.
The Ranger line of LeChamp leaves it on the boards for Green.
Oh.
The Green backhands it into the Ranger zone.
There it is. Oh, you're so lucky. Oh, don't get offsides.
Side of the ice. Now Flatley goes into forecheck. Fucking basic.
Get that jump. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hammer time. There we go. Oh, that one was slow. Alright. I don't know how well that came out, but we'll see. I may not put that out there. It didn't come out.
All but maybe a...
Let's do one more.
Can the Rangers get them back? Well, wait and see.
Let me find another.
Healy is still on the end of the bench. I just had that.
Terrible game.
All the speculation in the press room today.